Hi boys and girls. Okay, today we're going to be creating a line sculpture, and in order to do that we have to make some lines, okay? So this is just kind of a little refresher. Lines could be curly or loopy, they could be wavy or wiggly, zigzag, straight, twirly. There's no end to the different kinds of lines. Look at all these examples here. Now these are all in color. We're going to be doing ours in a patriotic theme, which means we're going to be using red, white, and blue. But look, you could do wavy lines and do little stars. You could do diagonal lines. You could do straight dashed lines, loopy lines, dotted lines. You name it, there are so many kinds of lines. Okay, so Mrs. Walker has some examples here. When we do it on the blue paper, we're going to use the silver Sharpie so that we can it'll show up. When you do it on the red paper, you're going to use the black Sharpie. And then when you do it on the white paper, you have your option of red. There's two blues and a red. So I'm going to use that inspiration that we just had of doing a wavy line, and then I'm going to put little starbursts in here. So that's just like an X and a T, X and a T, like that. And then I'm going to switch to a blue for my next one. And let's see. I'm just going to do a bunch of diagonal lines. So I'm just going to go diagonal, diagonal. And you see where the fold line is here? I'm stopping at the fold because I know I'm going to cut along this fold. So when you get to the fold, just stop. Even if you go over the fold, it'll still look kind of cool because when we cut them out, you'll have a little red, white, and blue on there, right? All right, dashed lines that are going, or diagonal lines, I mean. Let's see, I'm going to switch back to red again. And for this one, I'm going to do a zigzag line, big wide zigzags. And then inside the zigzags, I'm going to do diagonal lines. But I'm going to do them like this, almost like a little tent in there, right? I'm kind of matching my zigzag, aren't I? Only getting smaller. All right, and then one more. Let's see, I haven't used my dark blue. I think I'm going to do, I haven't done, like I said, did scalloped lines here. I'm just going to do a scalloped line, which is kind of like a rainbow line, right? Scalloped line. And then I'm going to put a circle inside each one of my scallops. And that's it. Okay, so now I've filled up my 3 papers with different kinds of lines. Everyone is going to get a blue, a red, and a white paper. And if I didn't talk about this earlier, which hopefully you did this, you just fold it in half and then fold it in half again to get those creases so we know where to cut. We also have a paper plate that we need to decorate. The inside is going to be your name, so I'm just going to put Mrs. Walker in here. And then also put your class code so we know which class it goes with. Remember to put your class code in there. And then you can do whatever you want. I'm going to start with a circle in the middle. And then I'm going to do scalloped lines. And then I'm going to do scalloped lines going the other way. Now remember, you can do anything you want here. You can switch to any colors you want. I'm going to do dashed lines. You can always go back and add more things inside. You really want to make this colorful and bright. This is going to be the base of your sculpture, so you want to make it good and colorful. All right, and I can see I have room to do something on the outside here. I'm going to do the dashed line right on the outside. All right, when you have everything done, you're going to put your strips here in your table folder. Do not cut them apart today. If you cut them apart, you have to write your name on every single strip, okay? Next week, we're going to actually cut these apart and we're going to sculpt them into a sculpture, okay? So you should have your 3 pieces of paper, actually probably somewhere on the back of each one you should write your name and class code. Even though they're going in your table folder, we want to be able to know who they belong to, right? It'll be easier to pass them out next week if we write our name at least on one of those strips, okay? And then put those in your table folder, and let's stack these on top of the table folder so they don't get smashed flat, okay? All right, have fun.